Hello, everybody. Hi, it's SYNOLVE. How are you guys doing? I sure hope you're doing well, honey, because I'm doing good today. All right, go ahead and do what we do, honey. Get it going, get it popping, hit that notification bell, and subscribe, like, comment, do all the things we do, and share it with somebody. Share it with some. I don't care if it's a stranger on the bus. I don't care if it's your friend, your sister, your brother. Honey, share it with somebody you like. Share it with a coworker you don't like. Share it with them. Just share the video. Anyway, so today I gotta stop acting a nut with y'all. I promise. Ain't gonna happen today though. So today, again, I'm Saul, and today I am here and reporting for duty with the ancestors, honey, because they got a message for you. I did not want to share this message. I was trying hard. I was like, look, but no, see, look. Anyway, we're gonna go and hop into it because apparently you need it. I need it, honey. So we're gonna share it. What we are talking about today is what are you going to tell your children? What are you going to teach your children about Africa? Now, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to Dynasty Demir and to Gina Afoe over at the African Superstar. Go check out their channels because this is inspired by them. It was really some great lives going on today. So go check them out. And, also, I'm loving, of course, King Ganda and African Tigers. Go check that. Someone just, amazing family members who are just doing it, honey. They are doing big things. And this conversation keeps coming up about being responsible as members of the African diaspora, being responsible as as parents about what we're going to be teaching about Africa. What are we going to be teaching about the continent, honey? 54 countries, baby girl. What are we going to be talking about? And so, Auntie, I just dropped on by to tell you, I just dropped by to have a little chat with you because we have lived much of our lives in the West. For those of us who are in the West, we've lived UK, Britain, wherever we are, Caribbean, wherever we are, the USA, like I am, we've lived these lives. And Gina Afoe over at the African Superstar, she alluded to this. And Dynasty Demir talked about this as well. What are 10 years? What's going to happen 10 years from now, right? And so Gina was talking about how we, and my husband and I have had this conversation a million times, honey, how we have gone through our lives and our generation. My parent, my mom went through, and my dad, they went through integration in Batesville, Mississippi, in the public school system. And so they went through integration and they began to see that, this is not integration. Dr. King, we bow to the ancestors. We just really are grateful for all the work that he did. And I think at the end of his life, he wondered, is this really going to work? And so went through integration. And then my generation went through, and I definitely figured out it's a lot of sour grapes. I mean, this American dream that we're all pushing for, running for, trying to get to, trying to be a part of, working like a dog, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I mean, some of us 14 hours a week. Some of us get off one job just to go to another part-time job and barely kiss our babies on the cheek at night. Just get in time enough to throw in dinner and brush their teeth and tell them teeth and tell them to do their homework before we're off trying to get a side hustle going or printing out church programs or doing what else our little braiding hair in the living room, washing cars, men cutting yards, whatever we do so we can, keep this stuff cracking. Keep this income going, keep this machine rolling. And here we are just really working. And then you're working on jobs where you're not being respected. You're just tolerated. You're not being promoted. You're just there, or you're invisible even at times. And people largely ignore you. You see other people, other colleagues able to move up, but you and everyone who looks like you is still on the same floor, same level, haven't moved out to the corner offices, and if one gets to move to the corner offices, I mean, everybody celebrates, but then nobody, then you're like, well, how can I move? What can I do? You go talk to them, you try, and nothing happens. And so it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? One of the moments, because I'm having this moment and having these conversations with my children. And I've talked to them about Africa since they were babies. And I've talked about some of the racism and different things that we've experienced as well. And so now some of this is becoming real for them and the millennial in this age group today. And so the protests are happening. The same thing, the George Floyds, the same thing when I was when I was younger with Rodney King. Like, what have we accomplished? What have we really accomplished? We protested. John Lewis protested. Martin Luther King, they walked and they protested. And shout out to them, because I am so grateful for all that they have done. I am so grateful for every ancestor and every contribution. I live the dream, right? I'm here. I'm in a neighborhood that's segregated. It's only a few of us black folks over here, but anyway, I'm here, honey. I'm here. Celia said it. I'm here. But what were we really fighting for? And did we really get the dream that we thought that we would get? And how much of a struggle are we still having to do in order to get this dream? And so it really occurred to me and so my reasoning for wanting to, really move back to Africa move to Africa, go to Africa. I feel like I'm going back because I'm carrying the ancestors and the ancestors in me. I'm in them, so forth. And that's because when I was watching the Black Lives Matter protest, now I got the t-shirt, honey. I did the protest. I did all the signs, the Black Lives Matter. I've done the videos. I have done the George Floyd video. I have gone to the protest. I've held up my signs. I've done it all. And I was watching some footage with my husband. I shared this on the African Superstar channel. And I was sharing with her that I was watching some footage, and on that footage of the news station, they were sharing this no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. And they were shouting, no justice, no peace. And then they gave the microphone to this little baby, and she had to be, if she was maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And I just began to bawl. My husband was like, what is going on? Tears. I just couldn't stop. Could not stop crying. And it hit me. This is even though we're making some progress, this is a non-ending cycle. And they have us wrapped into this cycle, right, of insanity. And the only way we make this train better, the only way we get off this train and stop this cycle is if we get out of it. You literally have to get off of the train in order, because the train's not going to stop. So you're thinking, oh, you're going to hit the brakes. We're going to hit the brakes on white supremacy. We're going to hit the brakes on all of these things that are happening. We're going to hit the brakes. We're going to stop it all. We're going to end it, right? We're going to end it. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And, we're going to end racism. We're going to end harassment. We're going to end all this stuff that's going on, right? And then story after story and Karen after Karen and Ken and all this other stuff, all this other stuff. And people are still getting killed. People are still dying. People still being hung. Who thought that in 2020 there would be lynchings, that people would be found hanging from, Black folks hanging from trees like strange fruit? Did we not think? We thought, and our ancestors thought that the marches that they were doing in the 60s, the work that they were doing in the 50s, they all thought that this would be a better place for us, that they were creating something better for us, that, the laws, the protections, right, that they were creating a better world for us, and that we would be safer, we would be better, and that they had left this world in our hands to create better and more, not to think that we would still be fighting the same system, the same people, and having the same issues and coming up against the same racism and the same problems that we're already having. Comment below. Your answer, comment below. Did you really? Did your ancestors really think, because I know my grandmother did, really thought that she was leaving this world into a better place for me, for her grandchild? Didn't your ancestors think the same? I'm sure they did. When they were singing, "We shall overcome," walking over the Pettus Bridge, they really thought that they would overcome and that one day we would be in a world where we'd be free. And not to bring gloom and doom, because I still believe, we're going to have great strides. I still believe we've done great things. I still am grateful to the ancestors for all the work that they have done. But we have to decide what's our path forward. We have to decide what we're going to teach our children about Africa. We're going to still believe that America or the West is the only place for us, that we can't go anywhere else. We can't do anything anything anywhere. We can't create anywhere else, that we're stuck here, that we have to be here. Is this it? Is this it? The white picket fence and the Breonna Taylors of the world sitting in their own house getting shot. The Sandra Bland's of the world driving in your own car. Okay, so you got the money. You buy your car. You got your money. You bought your house. You can live in your apartment wherever you want to live. But are you free? You go in the gas station. You go in the grocery store and, somebody questions your $20 bill. And next thing you know, it's George Floyd all over again. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I don't have no cameras. But even so, $20 bill does not deserve the death penalty. Are we really free? So what? So we're going to do the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. We're going to do the same thing over and over again, year after year, decade after decade, generation after generation, over and over again. We are going to fight, and we are going to hold up our signs, and we're going to teach our babies, and we're going to teach our grandbabies, and we're going to teach our great-great-grandbabies, and then our grandbabies are going to fight, and then they're going to be holding up the bloodstained banner, and they're going to hold it up until they die, and then the next generation, and they're going to fight, and then at some point, you got to take the pen off the needle. You got to hit the brakes and stop the train. At some point, you got to say, no, I got to do something different. I have to do something better. I have to do something for me and for my family and for my generation. And hopefully I'll inspire somebody else. And then somebody else comes and they're inspired somebody else. And somebody else comes and they're inspired somebody else. And we'll just keep going until we're all free. We're all back on the continent. And we can all live in peace and walk around, honey, and see how beautiful it is in Ghana, beautiful in Ghana and Senegal and Sierra Leone and Mali and Burundi and, oh my gosh, Kenya and Uganda and all 54 of the countries, honey, in Africa. Because we have a place to go. We don't have to be trapped here in this concrete jungle. We have to be trapped here working and dying and dying and dying and working and dying and dying. We don't have to be trapped here anymore. Unhappy and sad and wondering why we can't get ahead and wondering why we can't progress and why we can't get to the other side and why we can't get on the mountaintop. We can't get to the other side of the mountaintop because we can't even get on the mountain. Go into a place where we can breathe, where we can breathe again. Yes. This is that moment. What will you tell them? What will you tell them? Are you going to teach them about the struggle, to keep struggling? And this is how they struggle. And you're going to show them how to make signs. And then you're going to show them how to shout. And you're going to show them how to hold a microphone. Show them how to hold a megaphone. You're going to show them where to go, the route to go down. And you're going to, tell them to sing the songs to sing. And we're just going to keep on with the same old cycle. We just keep on. Same old cycle, same old cycle, same old cycle, same old cycle, same old thing, year after year, decade after decade. It's already been 500 years. How many more years will we waste? How many more years will you waste? Answer below. How many more years? You're like, oh, I know you probably want to. Well, you're not in the continent yet. So what are you? Well, I got a plan. This is why I make videos, right? Yeah, I got a plan. You are my plan. So, part of my part-time job, my other job, is making videos, making YouTube videos, trying to get monetized because this is part of my plan. This is part of my dream. Anybody want to donate to the dream? You can. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get, because I know that this plan It's futile to keep doing the same thing. Even Jesus said, okay, I'm going to go and prepare a place for you. And so, I go and prepare this place for you, there you may be also. And so we have to get some plans ready. Send some folks over, right? Donate and help them get on over. So then we can come and the next can come. You help get this one over, and then the next one can come. And we can come and we can keep coming. And we can keep going and keep going and keep going. Why? Because we must overcome. We shall overcome. We have already overcome. And part of it is waking up here. Part of the overcoming happens up here, right? Happens up here. Part of the overcoming, right, happens in our brain. Part of the, getting on over, right? How I got over. Oh, how I got over. My soul look back and wonder how I got over. Look, while y'all clapping, I need y'all to be packing and getting some tickets and getting y'all visas and getting your passports together, honey. Because it's going to take a new African, right? It's going to take a new mindset. It's going to take a new you to be able to go where we need to go and do what we need to do. And so we've kept in this cycle for so long, right? We've been doing the same thing, the marching, the protesting, the shouting, and the singing, and the clapping, and the kumbaya, and the hand holding, and the forgiving folks, and the letting go, and all this, right? We got a whole motion going, right? We got a whole thing going, right? It's time. It's time. It's time. So what will you teach your children about Africa? Well, the best lesson that you can teach them is for you to go. Come on with me when I go. Come on, y'all. Come on. Get ready. Start getting your house in order. It may take us a year. All right. It may take us, it may take us 6 months. We don't know. God is speeding things up. The ancestors are speeding things up. Things are happening. They're moving. It's time for us to go. Get ready. I can hear the ancestors say it ain't just TD. It's get ready. All right. Because we're going to the motherland. We ain't gonna fight here no more. We ain't gonna study war no more. All right, we ain't gonna study no war no more. No, I go to prepare a place for you. We're going back to Eden. We're going back to Africa. We're going right to heaven on earth. We've seen the lakes and the rivers and the valleys and how beautiful it is. Oh my gosh, mango hanging from the trees. You talking about a land that's flowing with milk and honey has been set aside and prepared for you. And all we got to do is go. All we got to do is go. All right. Are you going to help me go? You're welcome to send a donation to PayPal. And I'll, my email's below. You can hit me up on Patreon. You can Cash App me, all that stuff. But you know what really want you to do? I want you to get your plan together. Get your plan together so we can all be on the continent together. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do all the things we do, all the rituals, perform them all, do what we got to do. Because we're going to make it to the promised land together. We're going to get to the other side of the mountain, you and me. All right. I love you so much. And you are amazing. You're blessed. You're wonderful. You're beautiful. You know why, honey? You know why? Because you are. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Keep the faith and keep on moving. We got work to do. Bye-bye, guys. I love you. I love you.